Hi, I'm Jeanine Baker, and I'm excited to be speaking with each of you today. I've had the privilege of knowing many of you by staffing Women Within weekends around the world. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you tools that I use to help with deep listening in my life, and tools especially during our time of COVID-19 and also all the other unrest that we have in our world today. I don't know about you, but over the last few months, I have found myself with many different emotions. At times, I feel blessed, then I'm sad, then I'm angry, and then scared. And what I have noticed is that most of my friends are having the same roller coaster of emotions that I'm experiencing. In the past, if a friend needed support, I hopefully would be in a good place in my own life and have the time and the energy to really deep listen. Yet my life today, when I'm experiencing my own roller coaster of emotions, what I know is I need to check out first if I'm in a good place to support a friend. I'm going to share with you a few suggestions that have worked for me. First, I check in with myself to see if I am in a good place to listen and support my friend. If I realize that I am not in a good place myself to really listen to my friend, I share that with her. I want to be emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually available when I listen. If I realize I am not available and not in a good place to listen, I tell my friend the truth. And this truly deepens our friendship, as she knows that when I am listening, I am truly committed. If I decide that I am in a good place to listen, I know that I am going to ignore all that's around me and put my own thoughts and my own emotions on hold. I place them in the container. I give my full attention to her words. I emotionally open my heart, and intellectually, I'm free of judgment. I create a judgment-free zone. I listen with my ears, but most importantly, I listen with my heart and my eyes, if that's possible, to see what she is communicating nonverbally. I listen for feeling, for the tone of her voice and behavior. I pay attention. I listen underneath her words. I make the decision to see the world as she sees it, and I listen with detachment. I desire to see beyond the words she is saying. I avoid distorting messages and filtering out what I find undesirable, possibly. Do I practice deep listening 100% of the time? No. And I do have clues for myself when I know I am not deep listening. One of the clues is I find myself thinking of how I'm going to respond to the person. That is a clue for me that I am not seeking to understand what's being shared with me. I'm thinking about my response. I'm not listening. I'm thinking about my response. I monitor this for myself, and when I notice that behavior, I take a deep breath and I put my thinking of how I'm going to respond aside. And when I truly am listening, I put aside my autobiography. I don't reply when a person tells me a story with, oh, that's happened to me. Let me tell you my story. If I find myself wanting to do that, I know I'm not listening. How many of you have had that happen to you when you're sharing? Someone turns it around and tells them their story. The spotlight should be on the person who's sharing, not on the listener. When I am thinking of my own autobiography, it limits me from understanding. Of course, I cannot truly step inside another person and see the world as she sees it. Yet I can develop a true desire to understand how she sees the world. I listen for hidden, deep meanings. What is she really saying? What is the feeling or the strength or the gift that she is communicating under her words? There's an old ancient Turkish proverb, quote, that says, "If speaking is silver, then listening is gold." Thank you for listening to me today. I have enjoyed my time with you.